Sports to the Bone family. A blessed day to you, all my viewers and subscribers. Hope you guys are doing okay. Hope you're all enjoying the Friday. We are jumping straight into the weekend. And this weekend will be extra flavorful as West Indies and England will be doing battle in the third and final ODI game, which will be deciding the series. So I'm going to be giving you my playing 11, batting order, and I'm also going to be talking about the West Indies A versus South Africa A. The West Indies A, they lost the game by 70 odd runs. Captain Joshua Da Silva finally came to the party, getting a century, but it was in a losing cause, my people. So we're going to talk about all of that, so just give a listening ear until the end and let me know what you all think in the comment section. Alright, so first things first, let me just go through the West Indies A versus South Africa A thing. So scores in the game against South Africa A in their first innings, 274. West Indies A 126. South Africa in their second innings, 272 for 5. You guys would remember Shamar Joseph picked up all 5 wickets in that second innings. In the first innings for us, it was Sinclair who picked up 5 wickets. So in the second innings batting, chasing down 400 and I think it was 432. West Indies, they were bowled out for 344. Yes, my viewers and subscribers, 344. So South Africa won that game by 76 runs. They gave it a go. But it wasn't enough. And the guys that I called on yesterday to perform, you understand, because they are first choice people in West Indies senior squad. They put together a okay performance, right? Joshua Da Silva getting a century, 110 off 138. So a century, but it wasn't too slow. You know, he's usually on the slower side of things, but 110 off 138, 8 fours and 2 sixes. Kirk McKenzie was also up there in the West Indies senior squad. He made 81 off 94. Tejner and Shandopal still unable to really click. He got 31 off 128 deliveries. Would have also seen Hodge getting 47 off 89. Kevin Sinclair finished off with 23 off 32. And that is basically how it looked for us, my viewers and subscribers. Jaden Steels, as you guys know, you know, we weren't sure if he was gonna bat yesterday. Yesterday they listed 9 wickets that we had in hand, even though we lost 1 wicket. So we were thinking that if it is necessary, he would have, you know, been able to bat, even though he was off the field for such a long time. He didn't manage to do so. So West Indies, my people, losing that game there by 76 runs. And that 344 that we made, it was in 91.1 overs. So a couple of the guys who got the runs, you know, they were able to score at a relatively decent pace. So except for Shandopal, he scored at a strike rate of 24. You know, the other guys that got runs, got good runs, they scored at strike rate over 50. So, you know, shout out to the guys for going out there on the final day and giving it a go. But it is because you have the inconsistent batting why we ended up chasing so much in the long run. Because, you know, the first innings we were bowled out for 120, as I said. You know, from that game, we definitely need to say shout out to, you know, Kevin Sinclair. He continues to show that he has the ability and he has the grit. Same thing for Shamar Joseph, you know, coming through as a pacer. Very interesting backstory to his career. You know, it's good to see him coming in and doing his thing. I hear people saying that Kevin Sinclair needs to be in the West Indies ODI team right now. But what I would ask is, who is the spinner that we're going to drop? You understand? Because Moti is there as a left arm spinner. And I mean, Correa didn't have a good game in the last game, you understand? But as a leg spinner is still producing chances. So how would we do it? How would this question I'm asking for people that are actually that that is calling for him to be in the squad. I know he's putting in the work and I know he's probably good enough to be in the squad now, but how would you do it, seeing that you don't want to pick 4 spinners? Because obviously Chase is an automatic pick. So the Moti, whatever other spinner you're picking, you have to talk about Moti and you would have to talk about Moti and Yannick Correa. How would you bring in Sinclair with those two? How would you do it? Which one would you leave out? Because as I said, Chase is an automatic pick. So how would you do that? Anyways, just wanted to give you some info on that. Going into the final ODI tomorrow, this is my playing 11 and batting order. It's very difficult to change up this playing 11 because you know, only one other specialist batsman we have there. Only one other specialist batsman, and is the opener Utley. Right? Chase is also in the squad, and Matthew Ford. Those are the 3 players that are on the bench. Chase, Utley, and Matthew Ford. They are the ones on the bench right now. You know, when you have something going, you don't necessarily want to tamper with it. You don't want to change it around. But I would have to find another way to bring in to rotate Carty out. And this is not me saying that I am finished with him or anything, but going into this final game, you know, I would bring in Utley into the game. The good thing is we have you know, Yannick Alec Arthur is flexible. Brandon King is flexible in terms of their batting position, so I would probably ask one of those guys to bat one step lower and bring in Utley to open. You understand? And then we see where we go from there. So that is probably the only change I would make. I would keep the bowlers just the same. I wouldn't be you know, Chase is already in the squad. I wouldn't be overly too mad if he gets a look in terms of the bowling position for Correa. As I said, I still want to keep Yannick Correa because of his leg spin, you know, and thing like that. But that is something that I'm contemplating. But as of now, it's the same team for me, except I'm rotating Casey Carty out. So you would have either Arthanes and Utley opening, or you know, Arthanes and our King and Utley, and you know, one of them, either Arthanes or King, would have to bat at number 3, you know, and rotate Carty out of it. You know, we definitely need somebody that is going to, and this is not me saying whoever goes to that spot is going to score, but you have to try something, because if he's even there, you know, it takes a long time to score, and then, you know, we saw how we got out to a nothing shot in the last game. So we're going. That's the only change for me right now. Probably before the game, I changed my mind and you know, do something where the bowling is concerned. But that would be the only change, and the batting order would remain the same. Comment section is there. Let me hear all the foolishness that I just said. Call it out, and while you're calling it out, remember to give me your playing 11. Zane, big up on yourself.